take all your properties to the Ministry of Land to do a property verification search. There are a lot of heartbreaking things in Nigeria real estate space. There are a lot of heartbreaking things in real estate space generally. Things that can make one vow not to invest in real estate. Things that can make one not wanting to do anything that has to do with real estate investment. But the truth is, can one actually vow not to make money? Can one vow not to create transgenerational wealth? Can one actually vow not to acquire transferable wealth? Because real estate is one, if not the only, wealth acquisition that you can actually transfer. Real estate is real, just as the name implies. Real estate is transferable. Real estate is stable compared to other sorts of investments. Real estate always appreciate as long as population increases. So can one actually vow not to have all these wonderful benefits of real estate just because of some situation in Nigeria real estate industry or situation in real estate as a whole? The good news is there are better ways to curb all of these nemesis. There are ways to curb all these problems that are associated with Nigeria industry or with real estate industry. Way to avoid all this drama in real estate industry is to, one, avoid committed land. Please, in all you're doing, in all your investment, try to avoid committed lands. I know you will want to ask me what a committed land is. A committed land is a land that is designated by the government for a particular project. For instance, construction of roads, construction of hospitals. This land can never be released to anybody. Don't be deceived. If you are sold that kind of land, please run for your life, because that land in 10 years time, 20 years, 30 years, anytime the government is ready to use that land for road, anytime they are ready to use that land for hospitals, they will take it away from you. Don't be deceived. Anytime someone offers to sell such lands for you, please run with your legs, because even if the governments are not coming after this land in 2 years time, 3 years time, 5 years time, be rest assured that they will eventually come for that land. Even if it's 30 years time, they will come for that land, because the purpose of which that land is separated for, that is for the road, for hospital, will be accomplished. So be rest assured that they are coming for the land. Please run from such lands. Another thing that will come to mind is, how do I know that this land is a committed land? One way to know is to take the land document to the Ministry of Land to search. It is called property verification search. This way they can be able to check if that particular property or land is under government acquisition. They will be able to verify if that land belongs to the government or they want to use it for a particular project. So after doing all those, you release yourself of such drama in the next future. Another way to avoid being into this real estate drama is to avoid buying properties from omonile. Omonile is the Yoruba phrase for the localists. Do not buy property from the localists. So be in the safe and buy from a credible real estate firm, please. Because these localists, they tend to sell the property for more than one person. And some of them will tell you that this property belongs to my grandfather, my great grandfather, or my father, or whatever the case may be. And it may actually belong to the government. That's where property search again come in, right? It's all boils back to property search, going to the Ministry of Land and all of that. I've seen a situation whereby a property, one single property, that is the land, was sold to more than, I think there are about 8 persons. So how do you want to do this? Why don't you save yourself from all this drama and just go to a real estate firm? Not just any kind of real estate firm, a credible one. Get your property and have peace of my sleep. So you don't have anything going on in your head that I got property from this, I need to go to the court, I need to do this. No! Get a property from a reliable real estate firm and just rest. The last one on my list is to avoid litigation issues. So what are litigation issues? Litigation issues are those issues that arises over property ownership, title, documentation, agreement, and a lot of them. So if you have listened carefully, you will notice that number one, two are interwoven with three. Number one, I said avoid committed land. And number two, I said avoid buying property from Omonile. So if you avoid all of these things, you are invariably avoiding litigation issue. For the committed land, you remember that in the 1978 Land Use Act, it states that all lands belongs to the government. And this is because these lands are used to build public services for the people, like hospital, roads, schools, and the rest of them. So if you have done a good property search, like in the Ministry of Land, you will be able to avoid all these things, and then probably avoid litigation issues as well. Then Omonile, if you did not get property from Omonile that must have sold it to billions of people, you also avoid litigation issue. I know a lot of you will be like, oh, real estate properties are expensive. No, they are too expensive. Let me go and buy from Omonile. Okay, oh, safe journey. But then again, let me ask you one question. At what extent are you ready to give your peace away? At what extent? I mean, you want to be waking up every morning or every week to the court to go and judge case, or you want to be sleeping with your eye open, or one eye open, thinking of your land somewhere that might be taken away from you? Why don't you just buy peace? Yes, buying in real estate firm, it means you are buying peace. Not all real estate firm, just to strike a balance, a credible real estate firm, nobody's taking away your property. And even if such issues arises, you have no business to fight. It's on the real estate firm. It is none of your business. It's on them. It's on the real estate firm to do all whatever they want to do to get your property back for you or give you your money, because they should have done their due diligence. But then again, one cannot be too careful in Nigeria, right? Don't let Nigeria happen to you. Just get property from a reliable real estate firm and just chill and allow your property to appreciate over time. If you have gotten to this part of this video and you have not liked or subscribed to this channel, then you are wrong. Subscribe, like, and even share this video to your friends, family, loved ones, so they can benefit from what you are hearing now. And also to encourage me to do more of this video out there, because I have a lot of information that is holding me, and I would like to share them with you all.